Hello friends, this is Ramesh Sharma here. Welcome back to the part second of Node.js URL shortener project here. So in the part 1, first we created server here. So we created server and we created our package.json file and we installed one package, that is our express package here, using npm here. So and we created our hello world API here. So today in this part we will set up our database. So our database is our MongoDB, and for that database we will use mongoose package, and here in this video we will connect to our MongoDB database. We will be using local MongoDB database, and make sure you have installed MongoDB server as I told you in my introduction part in the previous part. And this we will be using MongoDB's Compass comes with that software only, and we will be using our localhost server here. So localhost server means we will be using our local database. So and then we will create our database model. So only one model we need, because we only want to add data as we have to short our URL. So only one model we need for that. So we will create that model. So without wasting time, let's go further and install the package, and let's start coding and connect our database, and let's create a model here. So this is our coding section here, and here we just simply created one hello world API here, and only we created one our server here. We use Express here. So now we will be working with our mongoose here, that our MongoDB server using the mongoose. So this software, you can manage your MongoDB database with the help of this software. This is MongoDB Compass. So when you will install server, so the automatically MongoDB's Compass will automatically install here. So here one thing, you can create database also from here. You can click on database, create database. First of all, connect to your local server, and then you have to click on create database to create a database here. So but we will not create database here. So because if we create a database, then we have to create a dummy via collection also, but we don't want that. So if we will connect with our MongoDB servers with database from our application, then we will add data to our collection. When we will create the model here, our MongoDB server will automatically create the database, as well as it will automatically create our collection here. So first of all, I opened the terminal here. Here first of all we will install our package here, that is our mongoose package. So mongoose package we will use to make models here, make the models of the database, and to connect it to the database, and to handle the database data. So we will only do that with the help of mongoose package here. So to install the mongoose package, simply run npm install mongoose, mongoose, and click enter. If you are using yarn, simply use yarn add mongoose here and click enter. It will get ready for the installation. So I will come back right after completing this installation. Now our mongoose package is successfully installed here. So let's close this terminal here and let's connect to our database. So first of all, I will create one folder here in the root directory. That folder name will be our configuration. So I will write here config folder. So under the config folder there will be one file, that is dbconnect.js. And here first of all we will import our mongoose here. So const mongoose is equals to require mongoose. So we imported the mongoose package here. Now we have to connect our database here. So I will write module.exports, and here will be one function here. So that function will be connect. And this will be a function here. So connect function is there. I am exporting this connect function so that I can use this connect function in our server.js. So it is same like export default connect like that. So here we will be using this connect function is there. Now let's use mongoose.connect. So mongoose.connect here, first of all let's define one variable here. So that will be our mongo URI. So mongo URI. So for the mongo URI, in the root folder, I'm going to create one new folder here. So in the config folder, I'm going to create one new file here, that is key.js. So here will be all our keys here, or we can use also .env file. So but I'm going to do this in the separate folder only. I'm not going to use .env file yet, but when we will fix bugs here, so in the last video when we will rectify our code here, we will check the bugs, or we will set up some APIs here. So then we will create our this env file for that. So here in the keys we will export module.exports. So here we will export one object here. So under that object there will be our MongoDB URI. So Mongo URI, and that will be our MongoDB. Since we are using local server here, so local host, and in the local host, so our port is 27017. See that when we will check it here, so see that here our port is 27017. so this port we are using here, so 27017, and after that we have to pass our database name that we will be using. So database name that we are using is URL shortener. So URL shortener tutorial. So URL shortener tutorial, this we will be using. Save it, and after that here we will get these keys here. So first of all we will write require. So require, that is in the same folder. In the same folder there is keys here. So I'm going to use destruction operator here. So as we are destructing from the object here, so that's why I will be using this one here. So data, this curly braces, as we are extracting it from the object here. Save it, and now we will be using here Mongo URI, and then we have to pass some two things here. So that I will tell you when we will first of all connect the database. So there's some warnings will be there. So first of all we will see that warnings, and after that I will pass some parameters here. So here there will be one callback function, and under that callback function error parameter can be there. So if there is any error, so we will simply console.log that error here. So here I will write error. We will console.log that error. Else if there is not any error, so then we will like console.log database is connected. So now since our database is still not connected because we did not use this connect function here yet. So for that we will be using, so I'm going to use only module.exports only here. So module.exports only. So here first of all, here there will be our database model here. So here I will use connect function and I will store that function here in the connect here. So that will be under the config folder and under the db connect here. So here we will pass connect database, connect to database. So here I will use that connect function here. Save it. Now see that our this is still not running. So this is because we have to restart our server. If we are using node server.js here, so we have to use this one here, node server.js only. We have to first of all cut this server here, then we have to again use node server.js to run the server again. So if we don't want this, if we don't want to cut again and again, we don't want to do like that, so for that there is one package, that is our nodemon. So simply go to terminal, as I already installed the nodemon here as globally here. So simply write here npm install nodemon globally. So when you will write this, so your nodemon package will install globally. So you don't have to install nodemon package again and again, as this is for the development purpose only. So then go to our keys, go to our packet.json here. So here we will add one more script here. So that script we will use start deb, deb, or you can simply use deb here. So I will be using deb here. So here we will write nodemon, instead of node we will write nodemon, then our server.js, our file name. Save it, and now we will run our this deb here. So here write npm run deb, so it will run this script here. So then our nodemon will start. So let's wait for that. See that our nodemon server.js is starting here. So when we will make some changes here, so our server will automatically restart. So this is a benefit of the nodemon. So this is only for the development purpose. Let's wait for it. So this, see that how it is working here, this connect function, how it is working. So see that here we are exporting this function here. So we are exporting this function here, this function, and that function we are storing in the connect here. So this connect also treated as a function here. So now we are calling that connect variable here. So see that our server is started successfully here. So till now our database is not connected, is coming here. So let's wait for it. See that now our database is successfully connected, but we are getting some warnings here. So see that deprecation warning, current URL string parser is deprecated, because before adding the data to the database, it has to pass the string here. So data will be in the string, so it has to pass to the string here, then it will make a document here. So that's why it has to pass data. If we have to get the data, then it has to pass the string to the object here. So that's why we have to add this one, new, use new URL parser here, and also we have to add use unified topology here. So here see that current server discovery and monitoring engine is replicated. So how to detect this current server, how the monitoring engine, for that we have to also use this one here, use unified topology here. So I'm going to copy this. So copy this, use new URL parser here. So we will pass this as a second parameter here. So this use new URL parser as true here. Also we have to pass this thing here. So use unified topology, copy this and paste it here and save it. Now when we will save this, see that our server is restarting automatically. Now our server is also running on port 5000 and our database is also connected. And we don't have any these warning again. So now our database connection is successful there. So now we have to create models here. So we have to create only one model here. So here in the main folder, in the root directory, I will create one folder here. So that folder will be models. So under that folder, we will create one model here. So that model will be our URLs. Sorry, I have to rename it again. URLs dot JS. So you will be small here. URLs dot JS. Here we will use Mongoose also here. So we have to create one schema here. So schema is just like our database structure here. So how our database document will be look like. So require Mongoose. And after that here we will have to write schema here. So schema will be from the Mongoose only. So Mongoose dot schema. So this will be like that, Mongoose dot schema here. Now here we will create one function, one constant here. So that variable will be our URL schema. That will be our URL schema here. So URL schema, and here we will create new schema here, new object here. So schema will be the class here. Schema, and here it will take objects. So here first of all we will pass here will be one object here, it will take object here. So here now first of all what we have to do, so first of all we have to write main URL here. So that will be our original URL. So URL will be type will be string here. So we will use string here, and after that we have to require it, and required it is true, and required is true. Then what we need, so there will be URL here, and after that URL will be the redirected URL, and after that there will be our name here. So name of URL, so what will be the name of URL, that we added a short URL here. So its type, so its type also will be string here, and after that required, and required will be true here. As there is one validation there, so there is one validation as I also told you in the introduction. So when there will be a same name of the short URL, then it will generate one error there. So that error will be like this name is already present. So there should be uniqueness in the names here. So here we will use unique true here, unique true. And let's change this URL to redirected URL, redirected URL. So we will be using redirected URL, and then redirected URL will be there, and then name will be there, and then will be full URL. So what is the full URL? So its type will be also string, and required is also true, and the required is also true here. And after that we have to add some time spans also. So here add some time spans. So time spans, we will add some time spans here. So time spans means when it is updated or like that, it will do automatically. So our time span is there. So here we will export, here export, here will be module.exports. We will export our model here. So mongoose, we will create one model here. So mongoose.model, and then we have to add our collection name. So collection name will be URLs, and after that we will pass our schema here. So that will be our URL schema. Save it. See that now it is saved successfully. Now our URL schema is successfully created. So now we can use this schema for our database here. So to get the data from the database, so we can use this model here. So we can use this model, that this one model that we created now. So we will use to get the data, we will use this only for the redirection. So this model will be used for the everything and to work with the database. So this total is known as our model here. So in this model, what it contains? So this model contains first of all our schema here. So that schema is the structure of our document, how our collection structure will look like, and in this schema there is model here. So we use this schema to create our model, our collection model here. So our collection name is URLs. So this we are using here. So now we did our work, database work here, database setup works here. So for today this is enough. Now in the next video we will start working with our URL here, and we will, sorry for the background sound, and we will create the API here. So that will, and we will test that API with the help of Postman only. So after creating that API, then in the further next video we will start creating our interface, and I will tell you how you can use EJS views here, so with the help of NodeJs. So at last, thanks for watching. If you have any queries, please comment in my section. I will see you in the next video.